Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sarah, and today we're going to decorate my entryway. They say it only takes 7 seconds for someone to have a solid first impression of who you are. And while not much research has been done between first impressions and objects or spaces, I'd like to assume the same goes for those as well. So in my head, I've got 7 seconds to make someone think, wow, I love your apartment. Before I start assuming they hate it, I knew I had to change it up being as it should welcome me home, not make me want to leave. I knew I wanted to keep the coat hook and the shoe rack, but what else could I do? Originally, I just wanted to put up some fun botanical wallpaper here. However, it really isn't an ideal or cost-effective solution for me as a renter right now. I do already have some green paint from when I painted the interior of my kitchen cabinets though. The green is actually perfect. Bare terrarium. I've decided I'll use that, and after contemplating all the ways I could paint it, I found it really didn't bring me back to the graphic wallpaper idea that inspired this little reno in the first place. I got it, a hybrid. I noticed the staircase already had a trim line halfway up the wall. I've decided I'll get some trim and continue the divide onto the main wall. I'll paint the lower half and paper the top half. Now we're back looking at all the kinds of wallpaper again, and I just can't commit. I'm too picky, and it's still over $50 to do even half the wall. So I keep brainstorming until my prayers were answered. Enter Stephen Gambrell, an interior designer who created this amazing bathroom. I quickly saw a bunch of other inspired versions and decided I wanted to do that as well. I just couldn't bring myself to cut up any of my botanical books, so I'm just gonna go ahead and order the book that he used. No emotional attachment, you know? One Amazon book order later, and I've got my wallpaper. Though you guys are a little luckier than I am because I've since found out that most of these prints can actually be downloaded for free online. So I'll link that below if any of you are interested in doing a project like this as well. This book is absolutely bizarre, and I loved going through it and tagging all my favorite pages, the most outlandish ones I could find, before I just went ahead and cut it all up. Obviously, the very first step is to clear the space out. So I just removed everything out of the space and then gave it a quick vacuum, and I have a fresh slate to work on. Getting started on the wall, using the trim and a level, I measured out where the trim was going to go and then taped the wall to prep it for painting. I really love this paint color, and I'm glad I found another use for it. Since I bought a cheap dollar store roller, it took about 3 coats to make it even, but I like painting, so I don't mind. While that dried, I got started on my renter-friendly wallpaper idea. Now, I could have went ahead and adhered this straight to the wall because I have an awesome landlord, but I know not everyone does, and I wanted to make sure others could do this project too. What I did was really simple. I just taped 4 Bristol boards together and then screwed that into the 4 corners of the wall. And honestly, you could probably get away with just using 3M hooks if you wanted to do a bit more of a feature wall to make this even more renter-friendly. The plan is just to Mod Podge the pages directly onto the Bristol board. I would highly recommend pasting the pages onto the Bristol board prior to putting it on the wall. I just took what I considered the faster route and didn't measure my Bristol board first, figuring I could cut it after putting it up on the wall. But after the fact, I see how much smarter just measuring the Bristol board first, cutting it, then pasting the pages all to it, all before putting it up on the wall would have been a lot faster and more efficient, but I learned that lesson, so you won't have to. Just using a dollar store paintbrush and Mod Podge that you can actually get at a craft store or Amazon, I pasted the pages to the wall one by one. I actually spent hours the night before rearranging these pages on my floor to decide the order they were going to go into, and that made the pasting process a lot faster. Though, another tip, don't go so fast and accidentally overpaste your pages and have them bubble up and ripple in areas like some of mine did. Just take it easy. Another life lesson. Chill out. Don't be so rammy. My mom says that to me all the time. She says, Sarah, don't be so rammy. But here I am, zooming through, being rammy, doing 90% instead of 100% on my fun little project. Once the pages are dry, it's time to put the trim up. I simply used a fast-drying wood glue to hold it in place and had my boyfriend hold it while I used a staple gun to nail it into the wall. Afterwards, it's just a matter of putting my coat hooks up. This is just another DIY made of a piece of barnwood and some hooks purchased at an antique market. Lastly, I just need to tidy the space up and give it a bit of a wipe down before I can bring back all my coats, shoes, and all that jazz. And that's the space. All in all, I am ecstatic with how it came out. It really helped pull my entire space together, and if you don't count the cost of paint I already had, this project only cost around $36 total, which is not bad if you ask me. I hope you guys liked this video. Let me know what you think of the space in the comments. Give this video a thumbs up so I know to make more home DIY videos in the future. And as always, stay hydrated.